Hey people, I've been gone for a while. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm back. It's Prince from the Princess podcast, and I think we should really be honest as far as white people are concerned. Yeah, some white people that might be listening to this might say I'm wrong and should have said stuff like this, but it doesn't stop it from being real because racism has been around. It's around, and it's probably gonna stick around for a hell of a while. Let's be honest. Because of a fear. You know, white people always want to oppress black people because they have that fear that black people are going to retaliate in a big, massive way. Now, it's not so much of a fear as it is an expectation. Why am I saying it's an expectation? Because it is fair. You know, for example, let's go to a book. I went through a few books which were turned into movies. Now there's Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is about a black man who serves white people no matter what they do to him. It says it's okay. It's a big, big, muscular black guy. You know, no matter what white people do to him, no matter how they treat him. You know, at a point he was supposed to get his freedom, and then his master, when they promised him his freedom, passed away, and what was left was the wife and the sister and the assistant, the family basically. And then the wife said, "No, this guy is not gonna be freed. We're gonna sell him off with the rest of the slaves." And he was disappointed, but he did nothing about it. So he got sold to the next slave owner, who treated him worse than the previous one. He kept getting sold, and he was kept going to worse owners. And his first owner's son went to look for him, and he found him. And said, "No, we want him back." You know. So that one is, I don't know. I think that's what most black people are like. They okay with everything, no matter what they do to me. I'm okay. It's an Uncle Tom, and that's where the term Uncle Tom came from. It's about a black person who is so programmed that he cannot think on his own or cannot imagine independence. And that's what most black people are like. That's why they can't get out of the state they're in. And then the next book was about Nate Turner, A Troublesome Property. Now, Nate Turner was a slave who who grew up on a slave plantation, if you will. He had owners, and then he kept watching these owners kill black people, treat these white people like animals, like cattle, trade them. And then there were breeding camps where they used to breed black people like they do with animals, because to them they were like animals. And that was messed up. But I feel like there's still white people who see black people like that. So that turned out then decided that you can't take this anymore. You know, and then he and a friend, they got two axes and attacked their owners during the night while they were sleeping. They hacked them good. And they killed them. And then they kept going from farm to farm. Killing like the slavers. Getting the other slaves to join them. And it was one hell of a scary rebellion. Obviously, that had to end because it was just a bit too much. So eventually, the white people heard of this and then formed an army. Then they caught him and killed him. But that's not the point. The point is the danger that white people are in. Because at any given moment, white people can say it's enough. I mean, black people can say it's enough. We can't do this anymore. You guys are killing us. You're treating us bad. We deserve more. We deserve more. And they decide to attack them and kill them all. It won't be easy, but you have to remember that black people fought like most of the white people's wars. You name it, black people were there helping. So automatically that lets you know that black people have that militant force. They have that thing for fighting. They've been fighting for their freedom forever. So if I ever decide that now this is it, we can't be asking anymore, we're taking. It'll be biggest black bath ever. Yes, black people, white people, other races gonna die, but at the end of the day, that's what's gonna happen. Because white people are a minority. Imagine if all the black people and Indian people and Chinese people said we're enough with white people, we're gonna attack them all and kill them. That will not be nice. That'll be very bad. But that is the fear, that because of all the things we have done to black people and Chinese people and all the other people, white people have really fucked stuff up for everybody. You know? So if they decided that no, we've had it, we want to get rid of you, what's to stop them? NATO forces? The UN? Forget that black people are everywhere. They don't even have to actually start a war, because black people work for pretty much almost every white person there is. They do your gardening, they do your cleaning, they drive you, all of the stuff. These are opportunities. They could hurt you badly if they really, really felt the need. They could poison your food, they could kill you in the car, they could kill your kids as they drive them to school. Your gardener could kill you, just like Nate Turner. That's a serious danger, and white people know this. You know, and those that don't, that always assume that no, we're in power, we can do anything. Remember, the person who does your cleaning at your house, who does your gardening, knows more about your place than you do. Yes, you bought the stuff, but you don't care about the stuff or take care of stuff as much as they do. The person who cooks your food knows more about your kitchen than you do. You might think you're drinking this, but you're drinking that, because they poisoned you. You know, so that's what they're afraid of, that one day this could happen and there's nothing we can do about it. It's a fear, it's a healthy fear. It's like when a man beats his woman. When you abuse a woman, you forget one thing: she irons your clothes, she cooks your food, she does everything for you pretty much. So if she wanted to poison you, would it be that hard? Because most of the women that are in prison for killing their husband, they kill them through food, they poison them. you know Most of them used antifreeze. Let's not get into that, as I might give most of you abused women ideas. So anyway, just think about that. The one you oppress probably has more power over you than you think. You're just not aware, and you gave him that power. you know so white people just need to be smart about this, need to be more careful, because you have to remember that they are the minority. At any given time, should a war spark, then they'll be at a proper dismay. Because remember that they started all this. All of this, all the problems in the world that we're having now, it's them, them, them. They don't want to admit it. They want to shift blame, but at the end of the day, it's them. So, respectfully and sensibly, I think they should just stay in their place and be careful. You know? And I think I should just cut it there. Where people be careful, be sensible. Stop antagonizing black people. That's enough now. In any case, it's a Prince from the Princess podcast. So for today, thanks for listening. Peace.